Hello everyone, myself Ketan Bhavsar, Assistant Professor in LG Engineering College, Ahmedabad. In VLSI Design, Chapter number 6, Combinational MOS Logic Circuit. Today we discuss about main two topics, complex CMOS designing, and also we discuss about a transmission gate. So now let's see what exactly the complex CMOS design is and also a transmission gate. Now, before starting a complex CMOS designing, first of all we should know what exactly CMOS is, and we should know NAND gate and NOR gate very well about a CMOS. That how we can design a NAND gate using CMOS and how we can design a NOR gate using the CMOS for the two input. And I hope that you already know CMOS very well. If you know CMOS very well, then and only then you can work on two input NAND gate, two input NOR gate, and also you can work in complex CMOS based design. So now as you can see in this particular diagram, that two input NAND gate, as you can see A and B both are connected with the PMOS and as well as with the NMOS. As you can see A and B. See, PMOS is connected with the VDD and NMOS is always connected with the ground, as you already know. Fine. So PMOS, as you can see, PMOS in parallel, then NMOS in series. And also, if two PMOS is used, then ultimately we have to use two number of NMOS. So always make sure that N number CMOS, in terms of the CMOS, NMOS and PMOS count is always equivalent. If you are using 4 PMOS, then ultimately you have to use 4 NMOS. If you design with CMOS based circuit. So as you can see, we're designing a simple NAND gate based configuration. So A and B are connected with the PMOS and also we are connected with the NMOS. PMOS is connected in parallel and NMOS is connected in series. So as you can see, similarly for the NOR gate. So for the NOR gate, as you can see, we are connected terminals together, two input. The PMOS is connected in series and ultimately NMOS is connected in parallel form. So as you can see, the designing of NMOS and designing of NOR gate is totally opposite design that a NAND gate configuration. So NOR gate and NAND gate design are totally opposite. If PMOS in series, then NMOS is parallel. If NMOS in parallel, then PMOS in series. So as you know, and I already discussed this thing in previous video, that what exactly NAND gate and NOR gate work and how we can design with help of the CMOS. Now we move ahead and discuss about a complex CMOS gate. So using the complementary CMOS logic, considering a synthesis of a complex CMOS gate whose function is F is equal to D plus A into B plus C. Now suppose you have any type of the complex Boolean equation, like you can work with A, B plus B, C. If you have like A plus B, C plus C, D, you have A dot B plus C plus D. So these are the number of logics or number of complex logic you have. Then how you can simplify this type of a complex Boolean function using CMOS configuration. So now let's go and discuss. As you can see here, D plus A means D and A have a NOR gate, then we have to make a NOR gate configuration. Then A and B, C again have a NAND gate, and B and C have a NOR gate configuration. This ultimately you have a multiplication and addition we have. So for the multiplication we use a NAND gate, and for the addition we use a NOR gate configuration. How the circuit is simplified, as you can see. So first of all, the diagram is a complex CMOS. The equation we have, F is equal to D plus A into B plus C. So first of all, you should know B and C have a NOR gate because of the addition. So you can see B and C, the PMOS is connected in serial and NMOS is connected in parallel format, as you can see. Okay, so B plus C is over now. Now we move ahead. And again we see A is in multiplication factor. So we have to use a NAND gate. So in multiplication factor, we have to connect over here in terms of the parallel manner, and again it is in serial sequence manner. As you can see, connected in parallel, then series. Then D, similarly it is connected in the D manner. Similarly for the D, as you can see. So ultimately when we talking about circuit in terms of NMOS, PMOS, and also we discuss about complex CMOS designing, then ultimately we should know NAND gate, NOR gate and CMOS very well. And with help of the combination of this type of the gate, we can simplify any type of Boolean function. Simplify any type of Boolean function. So ultimately, as you can see, A, B, C and D, D, A, B, C. So ultimately, as you can see, if it is connected in the parallel, then it is, you can see in the endmost it's connected in series, and similarly, if you see the D is connected in the parallel format, and similarly, you can see the D is connected in sequence manner. So basically, when you're talking about a parallel and serial configuration, so make sure that each and every time we have to connect it in parallel and serial manner. This type of any type of the Boolean equation you can simplify with help of a NOR gate, NAND gate, and inverter based circuit. Okay, so I hope that you are getting the idea about a complex designing very well. So make sure that first of all, if you have any large Boolean equation, you have to first simplify it, and then you have to design a small model first of all, and then you have to cascade all the model, and you can create your own Boolean function CMOS designing. Okay, so I just give you here only one example, but you can design the different types of example too using this type of configurations. Now we are talking about the next topic, and it is a most important topic about a CMOS. It's talking about the transmission gate. Now, what exactly transmission gate? We can say that the transmission gate is totally opposite operation as compared to a CMOS configuration. As you can see, the transmission gate stage is a complementary and CMOS switch. First of all, make sure that this thing, the transmission gate is totally opposite that CMOS. Then the symbol, as you can see, look like the A and A bar is a switch configuration, input and output. Now PMOS and NMOS are connected in parallel, are controlled by the complementary signal. So as you can see, in CMOS designing, we are connected PMOS and NMOS in series manner, and after that we are applying some switching configuration and see the variation on output side. But so as you can see, it is totally opposite operation as compared to CMOS, right? So now as you can see, the design is over here. So both the transistors are on and off simultaneously. So the NMOS switch passes a good 0, but over 1 means NMOS is only passing the value of 0, and in the PMOS is passing the value of 1, means it's not passing the value of 0. So ultimately, when we're talking about the NMOS configuration, then it block 1, and when we're talking about the PMOS configuration, then it block a 0. So as you can see, the design is look like this. For the NMOS and the PMOS configuration. So the symbol of transmission gate, as you can see, the symbol is very clear. This bubble, and the bottom side, as you can see, it's a control signal. Left hand side you can see the input one, and right hand side you can see the output one. So now the symbol is also look like this. In terms of the two arrows are connected, and complementary means C bar and C. It's a control signal. A and AB means input and output. So two input XOR gate using the transmission gate. Now the question arises in our mind that can we design the different types of gate using the transmission gate? So yeah, we can design. We can design an XOR gate, you can design XNOR gate, you can design the multiplexer, you can design a decoder, encoder, or even you can design any type of the circuit with help of our transmission gate. Now, here are some of the few designing I will implement it using XOR gate and NAND gate or NOR gate using the transmission gate. So as you can see, we have already know the Boolean equation F is equal to A with B bar plus A bar B. So if A is equal to 1, then F is equal to B bar of F. And if A is equal to 0, then F is equal to B. It's pass the B to F. Now, you can see the diagram. It's look like this. It's a B bar, A bar, A, B, A is a common one in A bar. So ultimately, it passing the value when you pass the elements like this. It's B bar to F. If A is equal to 1, then we are getting directly, if A is equal to 1, we directly get the B bar. And if A is equal to 0, then we are getting the B bar. So ultimately, we are getting the A bar B plus A B bar. So we are getting this type of the circuit or this type of the configuration using the transmission gate. And make sure that it is connected totally opposite than the CMOS, means it is connected in the parallel manner, not it is in terms of the serial configuration. Okay. So now, For same for the two input XNOR gate, if A is equal to 1, then pass the B to F, and if A is equal to 0, then pass B bar to F. Okay, in terms of the XNOR based configuration. So as you can see here, as what exactly we did, we changed the position of A and A bar. As you can see, A bar is connected cascading in terms of B and B bar, and A is working on the control signals similarly. As you can see the differences. A bar A, B bar B. See, as you can see, the B bar position is same in XOR designing, but we change the position of A bar and A. Okay, so if A is equal to 1, then pass the value of B, and if A is equal to 0, then pass the value of B bar. So ultimately, what exactly we are getting? We are getting a Boolean equation F is equal to A dot B plus A bar B bar. Similarly, you can design 2x1 multiplexer. What exactly multiplexer work? Multiplexer is just transmit the value from left hand side to right hand side. If S is equal to 0, then Y is equal to D0, and if S is equal to 1, then Y is equal to D1. So it's a symbol of the multiplexer that we already know, and you already know the digital circuit very well. And then only then you can work with the transmission gate or any type of the VLSI design circuit too. So now you can see the transmission gate symbol. S bar, S bar. As you can see, in the same manner, again configuration, you can see if S is equal to 0, as you can see, A bar configuration similarly. As you can see, when S is equal to 0, then pass the value of D, and if S is equal to 1, then pass the value of D1. So same switching is over here. You already know the XOR and XNOR gate. The same configuration is applied over here to passing the value only, right? Similarly, you can work in the 4x1 multiplexer. The same designing we have. We have the same symbols with the two different types of control signals, 4 inputs and output, and the table for 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, and 1, 1 configuration. And the designing, as you can see, these are the cascading format that we are connected together for the two control signals. Because right now we have a two control signals, S is equal to 0 and S is equal to 1. Ultimately, make sure that for the any type of a complex transmission gate design, you should know the working of transmission gate first of all. If you know the working of transmission gate first of all, then you can easily work on any type of a circuit. Like you can work on the 8x1 multiplexer, 16x1 multiplexer, 1x16 demultiplexer, or any type of a circuit. Okay, so make sure this symbols very well. It is play a main role when we work in any type of the logic circuit. Okay, so as you can see, similar manner, if D0, S0 bar and S1 bar is selected, then D0 pass. Similarly, S0 and S1 bar is selected, then D1 pass. Similarly, for S0 bar and S1 there, then D2 pass. And similarly, for both S0 and S1, D3 value will be passed. So we can design a multiplexer using the transmission gate too. So I hope that you are getting the idea about this complex CMOS design and also the transmission gate based configuration. Still you have any doubt related to these two type of the technique, then you can please tell me and contact me on my email ID, or you can contact me directly. So thank you for this video. Thank you.